Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKadosh, the one to the apostles, and elsewhere millstone for teaching us this truth. Peace and blessings to the whole collectivism. Shalom. Yahweh is the name of the Honey Father, named Hebrew, by Hashem is the name, and Yahushai is the name of the begotten Son. Back in our lesson, and I see in the title, you cannot hide from the Lord. As you also see in this title right here, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And pretty much to go into these deep underground military bases that these devils have and are building in order to try to hide and escape their coming judgment. Trying to hide away from the wrath of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. But as you know, when you go into the scriptures, you will not be able to. Your blood is required. So we're going to get this video real quick from the brother's channel. GMS get this work too. And then we're going to get a couple scriptures at hand. And the Lord told us to be edifying and to the point. Let's dive right into it.
Just got word. You dirty dogs, you. Congress is gone to Colorado Springs and hiding under the bunkers, underground in the bunkers. Bring y'all asses out. Bring y'all. Don't go hiding. Don't try to hide no goddamn where y'all started this shit. Y'all bring y'all asses out here with the American people. Joe Biden, if you down there, you bring your ass out too. The captain goes down with the ship. How dare you cowards go hiding while we out here in the open? While the American people is out here can get bombed and everything else, and y'all start the shit and y'all going to hide out?
And you can even see articles and videos of the tunnel systems that they have, where truckers will also use to transport goods. You know, they pretty much have a underground city, as well as this one article that I usually like to bring up every now and then, where you have these devils, you know, training soldiers deep underground, which I should get real quick. Training soldier. I haven't pulled this out in a minute. See if I can find it. Because this is what you have these devils doing, especially with these space stations and what's in these DUMBs, which is short for Deep Underground Military Bases. Now it says Army is spending $500 million to train soldiers to fight underground, and you wonder why. What do you think these devils are preparing for? Creating Iron Man-like suits of armor, super soldiers, and all these different things. You know, people call us crazy for saying stuff like this, but these are the things these devils are actually doing, creating. You know, they give you a little taste at these, you know, little events that they hold to showcase the advancement of the technology with robots and all these different things. But that's a little sliver of what they have, man. And this right here just helps further that point of what these devils are trying to prepare for. You know, to defend against. Because when you get in Jeremiah 16 and 16, which we'll get after this, the army is spending $500 million to train soldiers to fight underground. Other articles going into, you know, them spending billions of dollars on these bases underground and making it look like homes, having pools, you know, in those, you know, underground bases. You devils will not be able to escape, man. And we're going to prove that by the way of the scriptures. As is Jeremiah 16 and 16. Behold, I'll send for many fishers. Who are those fishers? The prophets, the men of the Lord. And who are they fishing for? The elect. And what's the bait? This knowledge, this understanding, this wisdom, this truth. Saith the Lord, and they shall fish them, and after will I send for many hunters. So very soon, Yahweh Bashmal Shai is going to lift that standard against our enemy, and power will be bestowed upon the Lord's men. He's going to turn those fishers into those hunters, man. And they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. As well as these death angels the Lord sent out upon this place and upon these people, man. So your judgments are going to go out. And you devils have nowhere to run, man. Yahweh Basham Ashai has covered all routes of escape. The sea, the land, and the air. You know, because we can script a sick Leviathan on these people, man. You're going to have the chariots, pretty much as the Lord Air Force. The Lord's ground troops being the elect. You devils ain't going nowhere, man. Now, this is Revelation 6 and 16. and said to the mountains and rocks. Actually, see if we get 15. Now it says in the kings of the earth. Actually, let's get the 13th verse. Now, as in the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, were the stars, speaking of the nuclear missiles, these ICBMs. And the stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree cast her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. That mighty wind being those explosions, the shock waves coming from those nuclear missiles. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together. And when it says rolled together as a scroll, it's speaking of those mushroom clouds, is what it's speaking of. And you can see little examples and videos of military testing, so them testing different missiles, and you can see like a mushroom cloud form from those explosions. So it's speaking of. And every mountain and island were moved out of their places. Verse 15, the kings of the earth and great men and the rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and the rocks of the mountains. So you're going to have them try to flee away, trying to hide, trying to escape their judgment. But guess what? You will not be able to. Verse 16. Now it says, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. So, and from the wrath of the Lamb, that Lamb being Yahushai. Verse 17, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Amos 92 verse 3, main point. One of the points I was bringing up says, now it says, though they dig into hell, and when it says dig into hell, pretty much meaning deep underground, lowest part, then shall mine hand take them, though they climb to heaven, thence will I bring them down. Like I mentioned earlier with these space stations and all that they have. But, hey, there's no running. Nowhere to hide, literally. And though they hide themselves on top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them, that serpent being Leviathan. As well as maybe different types of creatures. Lord's gonna sick on these devils, man. And people in these last days. That's why scripture also going to, I think in Wisdom of Solomon, if not know, scripture going to those, other, strange beasts, or paraphrasing. Now we got 3 more scriptures, and we're trying to, like I said, to be quick. Let's do spirit. I saw that brother's video, and I was wanting to, make a lesson out of it, because I usually like to speak on this topic every now and then when you have articles, coming out. Now it says Jeremiah 23 and 24. Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him? Saith the Lord. Do not I fill heaven and earth, say Yahweh Bashim. Where can you hide? Where can you go that you're able to hide from the Lord, man? Nowhere. And as you see, as we read in multiple scriptures, nowhere to run. Yahweh Bashim has covered all routes of escape, man. You ain't going nowhere. You're going to get your judgment, man. And you're going to be thrown into captivity for all the things that you have done. Especially speaking of you other heathen nations that took a part and played a role in our captivity, man. Last 2, Numbers 35 and 33, as I kind of mentioned briefly. This devil's blood is required. Now it says, so you should not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood defiled the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Who shed that blood, man? Esau, Edom. As well as these heathen nations, but mainly Esau. Now we're shutting down 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3. A 144 top left. A low woolen, man. Yahweh Abatsah. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. There is no running, there's no hiding. Just when you think you're safe and you're secure. And that's why it's also going to losing to strike him down while he's filling his belly. Just when you wouldn't expect it, for lack of better words, But pretty much the main point already. As we played in that video right there to go to show, a lot of people are speaking on them building these underground bases, and they're already pretty much hiding them already. So that's pretty much telling that once again. Lord's less edifying to the point. I do want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim Kadash, that one of the apostles and elsewhere millstone for teaching us his truth. Peace and blessings to the hope collective of Israel. And Shalom. See you next one. Lord willing.